What if ancient wisdom held the secret to transforming your relationships? Join us on a journey into the world of Stoicism, a timeless philosophy that's redefining the way we navigate love, conflicts, and connections today. Discover how Stoic principles can revolutionize your relationships, fostering resilience, deeper understanding, and profound growth. Ready to unlock the power of Stoicism in your relationships? Let's dive in. Stoicism, often misunderstood, is a philosophy that isn't just about gritting your teeth and bearing life's challenges. It's a practical guide to living a life of virtue, resilience, and fulfillment. And guess what? It's an absolute game changer when it comes to relationships. Imagine Stoicism as this timeless handbook for personal ethics and virtue. It's about acknowledging what we can control, accepting what we can't, and honing our character to become the best version of ourselves. Stoic principles offer us this incredible toolkit, a set of mental and emotional tools that can transform the way we approach our connections with others. And that's why today's discussion is crucial. Because understanding Stoicism's role in relationships can truly be a game changer, a compass guiding us toward healthier, more fulfilling connections. So, stick around because by the end of this, you'll not only understand Stoicism better, but also discover how it can enhance the way you nurture your relationships, be it with your partner, friends, family, or even yourself. Because let's face it, relationships can be tough, but armed with Stoic wisdom, we can navigate these waters with grace and resilience. Now that we've set the stage, let's unravel the essence of Stoicism. So, what exactly is Stoicism all about? At its core, Stoicism is a philosophy centered on mastering personal ethics and virtue. It's a guidebook for living a good life, emphasizing resilience, self-control, and moral integrity. Let's break down a few fundamental principles. 1. Focusing on what's in our control. This is a cornerstone of Stoicism. It urges us to concentrate our efforts and attention solely on things we have power over, our thoughts, actions, and responses, while letting go of what lies beyond our control. Think about it. In relationships, how often do we stress over things beyond our influence, causing unnecessary turmoil? 2. Accepting the inevitable. Stoicism advocates for embracing the nature of life, its unpredictability and impermanence. Relationships, too, are subject to change and unpredictability. Stoicism teaches us to embrace this reality and adapt rather than resist what we cannot change, fostering resilience and peace within ourselves. 3. Virtue ethics. Stoicism places a premium on virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues serve as guiding lights in our interactions, shaping our behavior and decisions within relationships. Imagine how these virtues can elevate the quality of our connections, promoting understanding, empathy, and fairness. Now, you might wonder, how does this ancient philosophy apply to our modern-day relationships? Well, the beauty of Stoicism lies in its timeless wisdom. Despite the centuries that have passed, its teachings hold immense relevance today. In our fast-paced, often chaotic world, Stoicism offers a steady anchor. Its principles provide invaluable tools to navigate the complexities of relationships, offering a blueprint for fostering understanding, resilience, and emotional balance amidst the storm of emotions and expectations. Understanding these Stoic principles can be a game changer in how we approach and nurture our relationships, allowing us to cultivate healthier, more fulfilling connections in today's world. In relationships, understanding what's within our control is pivotal. It starts with acknowledging that while we can't control external events or others' actions, we have a profound influence over our emotions, actions, and responses. Picture this. An argument with a loved one spirals, emotions run high, and frustration takes the lead. Stoicism prompts us to pause and ask, what can I control here? Our reactions, our responses. By focusing our energy on how we respond to situations rather than trying to control others, we regain agency over our emotional landscape. It's about cultivating self-awareness and practicing mindfulness. When tensions rise, take a moment, reflect on your emotions, Choose your response consciously rather than reacting impulsively. This intentional approach can transform the dynamics of our relationships, fostering understanding and empathy. Acceptance is a cornerstone of Stoicism and a vital aspect of nurturing healthy relationships. Disagreements, conflicts, they're inevitable. Stoicism teaches us to embrace this inevitability, acknowledging that not every disagreement needs immediate resolution. Sometimes it's about accepting differences, understanding that impermanence is a natural part of life and relationships. Instead of entering every conflict with a win-lose mentality, Stoicism encourages us to approach disagreements with openness and a willingness to understand. It's not about erasing differences, but about finding common ground through respectful dialogue. This mindset shift can foster mutual growth within relationships. Stoic virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, temperance, serve as guiding principles within relationships, shaping our behavior and interactions. These virtues aren't just lofty ideals, they're practical tools. Wisdom guides us in making thoughtful decisions, while courage empowers us to address issues head-on, fostering openness and honesty. Justice encourages fairness and empathy, while temperance ensures balance in our actions and emotions. Imagine how incorporating these virtues can transform relationships. Picture a conversation guided by wisdom and empathy, conflicts resolved through courage and fairness. By aligning our actions with these virtues, we not only enhance our connections, but also resolve conflicts with integrity and mutual respect. By applying these Stoic principles, controlling what's within our reach, accepting the inevitable, and embracing virtuous actions, we can foster healthier, more resilient relationships, laying the groundwork for profound growth and understanding. All right, let's get hands-on and dive into practical ways to infuse Stoic principles into our daily relationships. Imagine a situation where your partner or a friend cancels plans last minute. Instead of stewing in frustration or feeling helpless, focus on your response. Acknowledge your disappointment, but choose to respond calmly, understanding that their actions are beyond your control. This shift from frustration to acceptance can alleviate tension and foster understanding. During disagreements, aim to understand rather than impose your perspective. Practice active listening and empathy, acknowledging that differences are natural. This acceptance doesn't mean surrendering your beliefs, but rather cultivating a space for respectful dialogue and mutual growth. Exercise 1. The Stoic pause. When faced with a challenging situation in your relationship, take a Stoic pause. Pause, breathe, and ask yourself, what's in my control here? How can I respond with virtue? This moment of reflection can empower you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Exercise 2. Journaling for reflection. Engage in reflective journaling. Write down moments in your relationships where Stoic principles could have made a difference. Explore how you could apply these principles in similar future situations. This practice cultivates self-awareness and reinforces Stoic teachings in your daily life, encouraging mindfulness, gratitude, and reflection. Mindfulness. Incorporate mindfulness practices like meditation or mindful breathing. These practices help center yourself, enabling you to respond rather than react impulsively in relationships. Gratitude. Express gratitude within your relationships. Make it a habit to acknowledge and appreciate the positive aspects of your connections. This fosters a positive atmosphere and strengthens bonds. Reflection. Set aside time for reflection. Regularly assess your actions and responses within relationships. Reflecting on how Stoic principles influenced your interactions can help reinforce these teachings, fostering personal growth. Remember, applying Stoicism in relationships isn't about achieving perfection, but about progress. Embrace these practices as tools for growth, allowing them to shape your connections positively. By integrating mindfulness, gratitude, and reflection into your relationships, you'll embark on a journey toward deeper understanding and fulfillment. Before we proceed further, let's address a few misconceptions that often swirl around Stoicism, especially when it comes to relationships. Misconception 1: emotionless or indifferent. One common misconception about Stoicism is that it promotes emotional suppression or detachment. Some might view Stoics as cold, unfeeling beings navigating relationships without a hint of emotion. Here's the thing: Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, it's about understanding and managing them effectively. Stoics value healthy emotional responses rather than being driven solely by impulse. In relationships, Stoicism teaches us to channel our emotions thoughtfully, allowing us to respond rather than react impulsively. Misconception 2: encouraging indifference. Another myth is that Stoicism advocates for complete detachment from emotions or situations, fostering indifference in relationships. In reality, Stoicism encourages balanced responses. It's about acknowledging emotions without letting them dictate our actions. By practicing Stoic principles, we gain clarity and control over our responses, fostering healthier, more empathetic connections. Imagine a relationship where emotions are acknowledged and respected, yet not allowed to run amok. That's the essence of Stoicism in relationships, striking a balance between acknowledging emotions and responding thoughtfully. Stoicism doesn't ask us to bury our feelings. It invites us to understand them, to respond to them with wisdom and consideration. It's about nurturing emotional intelligence within ourselves, fostering deeper, more meaningful connections based on understanding rather than knee-jerk reactions. So, let's break free from these misconceptions and embrace Stoicism not as a suppressor of emotions, but as a guide toward healthy emotional responses within our relationships. By doing so, we lay the foundation for more genuine, compassionate connections. Stoicism isn't a one-size-fits-all solution, but these success stories demonstrate its potential to revolutionize the dynamics within relationships. It's about embodying these teachings in our daily interactions, shaping the quality of our connections for the better. Now it's your turn. How has Stoicism influenced your relationships? Have you applied any Stoic principles that made a difference in your connections? Share your experiences, thoughts, or any burning questions you might have about Stoicism and relationships. Your insights might just inspire others on their journey. And that wraps up our exploration of Stoicism in relationships. Let's recap the key gems we've uncovered on this Stoic journey. Remember, at the heart of Stoicism lies the essence of focusing on what's in our control. In relationships, it's about channeling our efforts into our responses and actions, rather than wrestling with external events beyond our influence. Acceptance, a powerful Stoic principle. Embracing the inevitability of change and disagreements within relationships fosters resilience and paves the way for peaceful coexistence. And let's not forget the guiding light of virtue ethics, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues aren't just ideals, they're practical tools that can elevate the quality of our connections. As we conclude, I urge you to apply these Stoic principles in your relationships. Embrace the power of what's within your control, practice acceptance, and embody virtues in your interactions. It's not just about nurturing your relationships, it's about fostering personal growth and resilience. By integrating Stoicism into your approach to relationships, you're not only shaping stronger connections, but also sculpting a more grounded, resilient version of yourself. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being part of this enlightening conversation. Your engagement, thoughts, and experiences add depth and richness to our discussions. Before you go, if you found value in today's discussion, hit that like button and consider subscribing for more insightful content. Don't forget to share this video with those you care about. It might just spark a transformative journey in someone else's life. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and may Stoic wisdom guide your relationships toward deeper understanding and fulfillment. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.